Okay.
It is Monday morning around 8 o'clock.
We're still technically on vacation.
We are on vacation. It's the last day of vacation.
And you know what that means.
Last breakfast out. We are off. Yeah, we didn't get breakfast yesterday because we had our photo shoot. But Jamie needs her pancakes.
You guys know me.
So we are going. What? Go ahead.
I like that you're like, Jamie needs her pancakes. Wait till you guys see what Katie is planning on ordering.
We're gonna show you our food because we did a terrible job showing food yesterday. We actually took yesterday completely off of YouTubing. We just released our video and then we just kind of enjoyed the day. So we're starting again fresh. It's Monday.
We should talk about our plans because yours and mine look very different today.
When we get them, we'll do them. Oh, you mean today's plans?
Well, what your plan is for the next little bit, and then what
okay,
mine
we'll
is.
do that when we sit down at breakfast. We're gonna do just a really brief overview of what the next stage is for each of us. So explain to us what the next step is, because you just competed on Saturday in women's physique.
Yeah, and I placed first in the open division. And I didn't get my pro card because there weren't enough people. You need 3 people to qualify and there were only 2. So my next stage is to get my pro card, or ideally go for my pro card. So I will be competing again in a show in Tampa in 4 weeks, which I'm really excited about. The goal is to bring me in a couple pounds lighter, but try as much as possible to bring my back, my shoulders, and my glutes up.
What does up mean?
Bigger.
Okay, so what's your coach gonna do for you?
I train all 3 of those body parts 3 days a week instead of just 1 or 2.
Okay, and what about food? What is he gonna do?
He's gonna maintain food for the next little bit, actually, because the goal is, again, not to lean me out too much, just lose a few more pounds from where I was on stage. So wait a couple of weeks, like literally a couple of weeks, and then spend 2 weeks in a relatively harder deficit.
Perfect, are you excited?
Very much so.
Yay! Hello, Caitlin.
Hi, welcome to the beach.
Welcome to the beach. What's your plan for the next little bit?
For the next little bit, for me, my plan is to reverse diet. So I have been in a deficit for the past 6 weeks, pretty hard. So my body is like starving for food. Now, am I starving? No, not at all, because my coach is incredible. But my body has been in a deficit so long that it just wants more and more and more. What does that mean? I get to start lifting heavy. I get to pull back on my cardio, and I get to feed my body so that I can eventually build more muscle, because every single judge's feedback was to build muscle.
gonna do DJ Khaled's all I do is win, no matter what. Come I am, mine, I see you recording for YouTube. Goodbye. What are you doing, Katie?
I'm making my intro workout. EAAs and creatine. We just got home from Miami and we are headed to the gym because it is officially Jamie's first day
Back to work.
back in prep. So I'm gonna lift with her, which is really exciting because last week she was doing all my lifts for me in my prep.
Yeah.
And now I get to lift with you.
Project 1.
Let's get it, baby.
I love you. Love you.
This is what it looks like when you're in prep, huh?
It's gold all the time. Speaking of prep, we got to talk about something relatively serious, but it applies to you guys as much as it applies to us, which is why we feel like addressing it.
Hunger versus appetite. Now, obviously, Jamie is in prep right now, so once she wins her pro card, wins her competition, we will go deeper into what our reverses look like. However, I am officially in a reverse, working towards a building phase, and I am having to recognize the difference between hunger and appetite, which I didn't even realize there was a difference until you explained it to me.
Leave it to the science nerd. All right, guys, so here, often hunger and appetite are used interchangeably, but they're very different. Hunger, think of it this way. Hunger is hormones. So there are several hormones that control essentially when it's time for feeding, like your physiological, like when you feel that growling in your stomach, when your stomach makes noise, when you can feel the stomach acid churning.
When you get lightheaded, when you feel like your blood sugar is off, when you get sleepy or when you get snappy.
So that's hormonal hunger. Now, when you are bored or when you're at a movie and you feel like ordering popcorn, or when there just happens to be a bowl of M&Ms or chips and dip in front of you at a movie night and you eat 'cause, that's appetite.
So what I am focusing on right now is making sure that I am eating when I am hungry, not just when I have an appetite, because my appetite is through the roof. And because I'm not in prep anymore, my flexibility has increased and my strictness has decreased. So allowing that appetite, giving into the appetite seems to be a lot easier now. And I need to focus on feeding the hunger and not the appetite.
So I hope that what we have learned from our experience and what we are actually still currently learning, because now that I'm in prep, there are times where I will think that my hunger is appetite and I'll say, no, I can't have that, right? I've got my numbers, but really my body is hungry for nutrients because I'm in a deficit.
And how does this relate to you? If you are in a fat loss phase, or if you are just starting to follow a specific number of macros, you might be recognizing that your hunger and appetite are a little bit off. So hopefully this helps you kind of manage and
at least be self-aware.
Yeah, exactly. Start to be self-aware of what your body is trying to tell you.
So we are up at 5:30 in the morning on a Thursday because the show isn't over yet. We still have work to do. I still have work to do. Katie's fine. But she still has cardio because her coach, it would have been not okay to just drop it a ton right away. They have to taper it down while mine is being increased because I still have about 3.5 weeks to go before my show. So funny enough, we're still on about the same amount of cardio, which means we have to do it fasted. Woo.
Good afternoon. Happy Friday. It's about 2:15. Man, I feel like we didn't do a very good job vlogging this week. It's Friday. But I'll be honest, getting back into the swing of things after having 2 back-to-back shows, 2 back-to-back peak weeks, all that excitement around like a first show and then a second show with a different organization and winning and being in Miami, getting back to reality was kind of like a hard crash. I don't want to say it was like a crash, but it was definitely a little bit harder than I expected, even though we still have so many more things to look forward to. Anyways, I'm about to make a tuna steak marinade. So I'm gonna show you how I make the marinade. And yeah, because I feel like now I'm gonna be cooking a lot more interesting things, so I'm gonna share a lot more of my recipes. I'm not using a marinade because Jamie's still in prep. I am using the G. Hughes sugar-free teriyaki, rice vinegar, and liquid aminos. And then I'll throw in some garlic powder, onion powder, some salt and pepper. We just have this wild-caught tuna from Walmart. And then that's gonna sit and marinate while we go to the gym. So I'm sipping on my delicious Candy Burst Alpha Surge. That I can't find. Anyways, I think I put it away in the wrong spot. Alpha Surge is a caffeine-free pre-workout, so in the afternoon when I'm working out, I don't use any caffeine because it messes with my sleep. In prep, I decided that I was only gonna drink coffee before noon, and it made a huge difference in my sleep, so I'm trying to keep up with that. If you guys have any difficulty sleeping, A, cut out caffeine in the afternoon, and B, use my code Katie to save on Zen from Cured Nutrition. That has been a game changer. But back to the priority, let's make some tuna marinade. Okay, I told you that I couldn't find the Alpha Surge. I went to get a bowl out of the cabinet. The Alpha Surge is in the cabinet. Because this is where I got the cup from. So apparently the cup didn't go back, but the Alpha Surge went back. So here's what I'm sipping on before the gym.
just like listens to your conversations. So we gotten back from Miami and we were in the mood to treat ourselves because we had, we were coming off our wins and our cloud 9. And I said, Beep, do you want to go to Trader Joe's? Should we do a Trader Joe's grocery shopping?
We treat ourselves.
Right, we go to the fancy grocery store. So my Instagram algorithm picked up on Trader Joe's, pumpkin, basic. So we're headed to Trader Joe's to get one of everything pumpkin that they have.
Are you so excited?
I'm the most excited.
This is the best date night.
Pumpkin. Yeah, right?
Best date night.
Yeah.
Here we go. Obviously,
What are we talking about?
obviously we're home now. And you saw our haul from Trader Joe's, which was very sad. We asked.
We're not mad, we're disappointed.
We are disappointed. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
The problem is we see everybody on Instagram posting all of these pumpkin things from their Trader Joe's, and our Trader Joe's didn't have any pumpkin things. They said that they put all of their pumpkin stuff out early and it sold out and they never restocked it. So that happened. And then we went house hunting and found a beautiful home.
We couldn't find pumpkin stuff, so we decided to buy a house.
We didn't actually decide to buy it, but we were actually really close. We were very close to being like, we could put an offer in on this house. Anyway, we're gonna do more vlogging tomorrow. Jaime competes in a charity event.
Yeah.
It'll be really fun.
Yeah. Max is for manatees at CrossFit Palm Harbor.
Good morning, happy Saturday.
Put it down a little.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good session.
Oh, dues were paid. Okay, you can go now. So we got up and did fasted cardio this morning because we have an epic day plan. Ooh. Jamie's car is breaking.
We broke it in Miami.
No, it was broken before then. That's been happening for a while. It's just getting worse. Anyways, we got up early and started our day early because we are being social today. Jamie's competing in a charity lift at CrossFit Palm Harbor. And then right afterwards, we are gonna go get a lift and a crunch. And then we get to go have a pool day with some friends.
The ironic thing is that the socializing we did do was out for dinner with friends or dinner parties.
Yeah.
Like we did brunches, we did lunches on the weekend, and then we did dinners
we did a lot
with
of restaurant
friends.
stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll take you along with us all day.
We should do that thing where you put your arms behind your back and I be your arms. No, I have to slip my arms through and then I will make your intro workout for you. Do you understand?
Explain what we're making?
You explain what we're making. I'm just
We're
the hands.
making intro workout drink, which is from First Form, and I drink 5 grams of creatine. Okay. Now, are you actually gonna make it? That's gonna get everywhere. It's stuck in the handle. Okay, it just got everywhere.
That's not 5 grams, more. All the muscles. Okay, that's good. And then we put that in some ice cold water, and then we close the top, and we add EAAs, essential amino acids. Can you explain what they are? Product placement, there you go.
EAAs are essential amino acids, which means that your body doesn't produce these. Guys, if you'll recall from no previous video, amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Your body makes more. Your body makes some, but then there are some it cannot make. This is why we take them in powder form. Why is protein useful? Because it helps you build muscle. It helps you preserve muscle.
Muscle protein synthesis. For more of these. All right, so we figured we would kind of go into a little bit of depth about what it means to be a pro in the bodybuilding world, what it means to be bikini versus physique in the bodybuilding world, because obviously we both have very different physiques. We didn't compete against each other, and I went pro in the OCB, which is very different than going pro in the IFBB. So do you want to start with the difference between bikini and physique?
Sure. So there are several, categories of female divisions, and they range in terms of, I would say, muscle mass.
That's the main thing.
For females. So it starts with bikini, and then we go to figure, physique, and women's bodybuilding. So physique women have, objectively, the least amount of muscle of the categories on stage. No?
Bikini women.
Bikini, oh my God. Bikini women have the least amount of muscle, and then physique women have like the second most muscle.
So in the bikini division, they're really looking for symmetry of muscle growth from the top to the bottom with a very prominent glute emphasis and shoulder emphasis. However, the shoulders, you still need to have a soft feminine look. So you can't have any muscle striations. Within physique you can. You can't have that capped shoulder where it literally shows like a ledge where your shoulder muscles are. It's a softer but definitely defined muscle look. Whereas with women's physique, they want more muscles and very defined. They love those striations.
Significantly leaner, yeah.
So the striations that you see that you're like, oh my gosh, they love that. I guess that's really just the basics. Then of course, posing on stage is very
much
different.
more class and grace and femininity in your category. Ours is essentially like a slightly more, I would say, feminine version of women's bodybuilding. So, when someone says make a muscle, and typically you do like a closed fist. In women's physique, we do a more elegant open fist.
But it's still, for the basic people, show off your muscles. You have to flex and show off your muscles, whereas bikini, it's more of a flowy, let's just see what your overall package looks like. Go ahead.
Pro. No, I was going to have you talk about being
pro. Going pro in the OCB, you want to go stop that?
Yeah.
It's my alarm.
Yep.
The OCB is a natural organization where you have to be drug tested. You get polygraph tested before you go in, and then you get drug tested, you get urine tested when you win. And within the OCB, there are different tiers similar to any other organization. And once you go pro, you are now qualified to compete at pro level shows for money. So that's really the biggest difference, is that now I have the ability to go to a pro show and I have the chance to win prize money, which is really cool.
Essentially, guys, it's the difference between the NCAA and the NBA, or the NCAA and the MLB, right? Like, one is the college amateur level, and then you graduate and you get pulled up to go pro.
Yeah,
cool.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hopefully that answers some of your questions. It's definitely a whole new world. When even 18 months ago, when I was like, you know what, I really want to do a show, let's start this process, I was still learning. I was still learning up until stage day. There's so many little parts and pieces. And then of course, there's a whole men's section with all of their different divisions and classes. And anyways, if you have any other questions, please feel free to post them below or DM us. But hopefully that helped a little bit.
Yeah.
Happy Sunday. Good morning. We are actually having friends over for some brunch, and I'm making pancakes and waffles. So instead of my normal Sunday morning muscle egg oatmeal, I'm going to make a muscle egg omelet. And one of the great things about muscle egg is not only do they have incredible flavors, but they also have organic plain egg whites, so that you can make kind of those savory, like, what would you make with that? Like an omelet or a breakfast burrito. If you don't like the sweeter side, you can go with the plain egg whites and add your own little flavors. So that's what we're doing today. And then what else are we doing today?
Brunch.
Brunch.
CrossFit.
CrossFit.
Muscle leg assignment.
Oh, muscle leg assignment.
Yeah.
And then releasing this YouTube video. That'll be fun. Something that we had to get used to during a bodybuilding show prep was going to the grocery store multiple times a week. However, when Quaker decides to have a shortage of rice cakes during a prep...
Dear supply chain, what's up with like limiting rice cakes?
None at Walmart when we went on Thursday.
Publix.
None at Publix when we went on Friday. So today we're at Target and bought all of them because they have all of them.
Guys, if you haven't tried, we'll put like a little screenshot or something.
Yeah.
The tomato basil flavor and the everything.
You like the
flavor.
tomato basil.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't.
versatile, but it's good.
I love the everything.
It's so fire. We should have gone to everything's
We
because I
should
do
have
like
gotten
it too.
all of them and like bought out the store. Next time.
Next time.
You did
Well, fam.
okay, you
Well,
go
fam.
first.
Thanks for stopping by, San Diego. Okay, go ahead.
That was it. We did a lot of education in this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please comment below. The other thing I wanted to remind you is to share with your friends.
Yeah, if you found anything valuable, entertaining, educational, motivational,
Inspirational, funny.
share it with people so that
Someone
they
else
can
will
love
like
us as much as you love us.
If you have any questions, don't forget, feel free to DM us, comment below. We will always respond.
Wow, prep
It's been a long
brain.
weekend.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want to see next week.